Hello and welcome to this exciting matchup today on VRML Channel 2 between Ding and Slap Babies. I'm SputnikKobra and I'm joined by Swift, my co-caster, and SirDimwi running camera. How you doing today, Swift?
We're very good and excited to cast this match and see what's going on between these two teams. I've not personally seen any games between either of these teams, although I recognise a few of the names from the Rookie Cup that happened a couple months ago now. So they're going to be interesting to watch. And yeah, what's your opinion on this?
Well, I don't know if we should consider them rookies anymore. They've only played through 1 week, but they're definitely looking seasoned. And with them readying up, we should be able to see this neutral joust happen in any second.
Absolutely. I mean, from the Rookie Cup, I mean, as it was called, it's been a couple months, and they've had their chance to get involved and scrim with some of the pre-existing VRML teams, which well, I know that a lot of them have been. So can't really call them rookies anymore. They're kind of playing in the same ballpark as everyone else. As Ding, I mean, starts off with initial possession, although missing a pass there, and actually might have a bit of a turnover here, and Amazing there, getting that clear away, but it's just going to be recovered yet again.
And the Icy Bug will get stunned out from that stack as it approaches Bubble. They're looking at this 2-1 advantage in the Bubble, and they're just going to take it Super Buddy at 2 meters.
Yeah, good shot by Super Buddy, and apparently Slap Babies is on orange team, so I'm sure we'll get that started in a second. But yeah, so that will be Ding with the first goal and Super Buddy for them.
So this will be going to Slap Babies to QB. They're going to lose possession to Super Buddy. Super Buddy's going to pick up that errant pass. He's going to try and send another pass to mid. It's going to bounce off double diamonds. Swagwer with possession. I thought that was Swag World, but it's definitely not. So on the floor, Super Buddy to lose possession, and that Slap to come through, sending the disc to mid.
Yeah, no, Ice Flow here, trying to get something done, although a stack comes in from Ding, trying to disrupt it there, but not quite going to happen, and that's a great pass to Icy Bug, and even better save there by Steel Skydiver of Ding. So now going to be cleared away, back into the Slap Babies half here, as Ding recollects, and actually dinging off the post there on the top half, just missing that, and it's going to be recollected here by Tiny Texan.
Absolutely, and they're going to try to send a pass. He's going to get that self-pass back, be able to find its way through mid. Now a chase for possession. He opts to go into the goal, waiting for his stack to come through on defense. But the double stun coming out, the trade out, it's now in the hands of Super Buddy, looking for a clear and boost. Going to send it off the ceiling. Not able to find that boost, but able to get it right back off that steal. So Super Buddy now approaching through tube. He's looking back against that stack. He's going to throw that interception, but get the stun. So he's still maintaining possession. You're going to lose it at mid to another stun from Icy Bug, and it's just a trade-off as these possessions keep trading between players.
Yeah, some great defense here by Slap Babies that have been showing here. Put plenty of pressure on the strikers, not really letting them get through, and keeping the goalie as well, not letting them get any three-point opportunities. So a very good job by them, as it does get. Actually, that clear comes back, and Ice Flow with the steal, and Slap Babies trying to fight back a little bit here. Icy Bug trying to walk this one through, and he will get that 2-point shot, which will equalize here a couple minutes into the game.
A well-placed shot, putting that in the upper pocket. Icy Bug knew where he was aiming, and he hit it on target. Chat saying that, Ding, it's more of a curse having that name. So maybe they'll change their attitude and find more success shooting on the goal.
Yeah, and Super Buddy trying to get a nice pass here to Amazing, and also to Swagwa, who's going to try and walk this one through, missing the block actually a couple of times, but that pass to Amazing and the backing it out as well. Super Buddy, very impressive seeing this, but a great interception here by Tiny Texan as he looks for this clear. But I mean, great ideas and actually really good execution coming from both teams here. And you can see the improvements being made over just a very, very short amount of time by these players. It's absolutely incredible. As this one walked up by Swagwar and placed very well into the opposite corner of the goal. Almost no opportunity to save it, and the goalie was stunned out as well. So very good job there by Ding, and they will get the lead.
Absolutely. And yes, we know that we have the teams swapped. We will have that fixed by the next round. We know that blue is Ding and Slap Babies is orange. So with that being said, Tiny Texan to take it along the wall, sending it to mid to the Icy Bug. The Icy Bug not under pressure, taking his time. And
Yeah,
taking
and
his...
actually, they start getting stunned back. Oh, that one gonna ding away, this time from Slap Baby's offense. So, not quite getting cursed by the name that time, but Ding actually has an opportunity on goal here. Not a three-point opportunity, as the goalie is still present. But this back pass to Super Buddy actually not quite landing. But yeah, great usage of the stuns here by both teams. Naturally, an open pass will be found by Seal Skydiver, and a really great save by Ice Flow. Actually, almost drags it into his own net, but realized this last moment, and he is able to get that clear on through. Now it's going to be a race for the stacks, and it's actually going to be Swagwar taking this one for Ding. Yet again, recollecting, and Super Buddy going for the disc now, and he will indeed get it. Great stun there, actually, and he will get this pass over to Swagwar, who will just back this one out so they can get a bit more time on the offense.
And they're going to take that time as they send it to Pac-Man. They're trying to find this cross pass and perfectly placed to Amazing. Amazing up to Swagwar. And another cross pass, but a stun will come through from this bubble defense. And Slap Babies will have the clear through mid.
Just excellent ideas there in the offense. Great passing coming through, but even better defense there by Slap Babies yet again, with the pressuring and covering the passes, leaving almost no options, and then also getting some interceptions in there as well. That clear not quite going through, but it will the second time, and actually Steel Skydiver getting a punch on the goalie, who pushes out for the disc. Very well played there, but there's Ding with the ding yet again. And Super Buddy tries to walk this one behind the goal this time. Gonna get that one through. A little bit of confusion happening there in the defensive bubble, as pretty much the majority of the 8 players on the field were in the goal. So quite difficult to start out on the defense there, but it will be Ding finding themselves a 4-point lead.
Ding knowing how to recover off a Ding, finding that rebound and following up with a shot would be Super Buddy. So Super Buddy definitely doing a lot of work so far in this first round. They're going to get the slap off the Geo, and to retrieve it will be Amazing. But another Ding off the crossbar, and pursuing it and getting the punch and the stun is Super Buddy, but losing it on that second engagement will go into the hands of the Icy Bug, and they'll send it through tube into the hands of Steel Skydiver.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, and actually this one just makes it through the hands of Shafee, and Maving manages to get that one through, 7 meters out, and actually now a 6-point lead for Ding. But the defense, the defensive ideas by Slap Babies are absolutely incredible, especially this early on to developing their team. They already have some great stuff happening here, as we see a disconnect and maybe a restart happen.
Definitely, and while we wait for this technical difficulty to be addressed, we have a little bit of stoppage. So, looking at the Slap Babies defense, they're doing a lot of things right. Ding getting a lot of success in the bubble, shooting a lot of dings off that crossbar, but pursuing the rebound at every chance they can get. And they've been successful on their rebounds 50% of the time. Super Buddy getting a rebound immediately in the bubble and finding a shot behind goal. And they continue to have some good shots. So as they approach the bubble, they're finding their cross passes. But Slap Babies does have a formidable defense, and they're able to make the stops when they need to.
Absolutely, and that of course is countered by Ding's passing. But Slap Babies just need to try and get something done on the other end. Ding have had a really good show so far of stopping anything happening from Slap Babies on the offensive side of things. Most of the time, it's kind of just been them winning the boosts and the stacks, and that ultimately just comes down to communication and then obviously the stack speed itself. But most of the time is just getting that stack together. So maybe Slap Babies need to try and improve their stack speed, clean up their comms a little bit. And as soon as they get their clear, they should have a stack ready so that they can beat them to the disc on the other end. But other than that, I mean, great plays from both teams.
Absolutely, and it seems like we've had 2 disconnects, so we are now waiting on 2 players, but looking at chat, we got a player asking, how do you start a timeout? How do you initialize a timeout? You go to the match restart button. That usually signifies to the other team that there's a time stoppage. You do want to verbalize it. You want to tell them what's going on, how much time to expect. You want to be cordial about it. You are allowed time stoppage up to, I believe, 5 minutes. I'm so hazy on the rules. Do you know, Swift?
I believe you have one technical timeout per. I don't know if it's per round or per game. But you get a minute for a technical timeout. Oh, 5 minutes. Sorry, I think for a technical timeout, and I think it's a minute for any other reason. I don't really remember. Oh, one technical timeout per game, according to chat. So yeah, I mean, should be plenty of time to sort out the issues if they are having so many. And you can see that the timeout timer actually at the top of the screen there.
Is that true that you get a timeout after every round? I thought it was one timeout
I think,
per set,
yeah.
which is 2 out of 3 games or 3
Yeah, I
games.
think that's what they
rounds.
meant. One timeout per game. So
Yeah, it's one per set. Yep. So
yeah.
Sneaky coming through. He is a VRML moderator, and it's good to have his official statement on it. Because one per round would just be intense. That's a lot of time stoppage allowed.
Yeah.
That's 50% of the game being played itself. And if that time stoppage was there, I think some teams would take advantage of it because there are pros to time stoppage. You can ice another team. You can try and deprive them of the momentum they had, and we've seen that in a few matchups. And you're allowed that time stoppage, and you can find methods and ways to use it to your advantage.
Yeah, I mean, there is a big mental component to Echo Arena, of course, it being pretty much just a sport. You've got a lot of mental games that kind of play into it. It's very difficult to kind of to reset if you're getting beat pretty hard. I mean, not like any of the teams in this game are right now, but if in other situations, if you're being beat by a reasonable margin, then that's I don't know, something you could maybe use the time stoppage for. This one, just a minute left, and we're seeing it. We actually saw 2 players from Slap Babies disconnect. One coming back now, just waiting for that last one to finish off the last 3 minutes of this game. Which, I mean, Slap Babies will still have time to come back if they just clean up their offense a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
So, a little bit of a legal debate about the rules set forth by the VRML, Sphinx VR, and Sneaky Evil discussing it. And there seems to be written down that technical issues and timeouts, section 1, that there are allowing 5 minutes per round after each round. So it's interesting when we can have these debates and discussions in chat itself when it's not full of emojis and other stuff, when things are hype moments. Not to throw shade on emojis, but meaningful discussion can be had in chat, and this is definitely a moment where we had it.
Can I just say this is why I love VRML, is the moment that the moment they realize a rule is written vaguely and it's pointed out by the community is almost immediately changed so that it's more clear. I mean, that's a huge pro to having a community league such as this, is kind of we decide what should be allowed, and it's kind of based on what people want. So
I think I think these teams must play on. They have this 3v4. I haven't been keeping track of time, but certainly the chat has. and I believe that these teams must play on. They have gone past their extended 5 minutes. Oh,
Oh, there
and
you go.
Icy Bug joining in, so really cutting it close. They must immediately resume play so that we can start watching this game again.
Yeah, and there you go. The teams have readied up now. So should be kicking this one off again, assuming that they have set the disc in the correct position. And
Ye
yeah,
have little faith, and they did not. So we will wait for another little bit of time stoppage. But
oh no.
as with everything, there are growing pains. It takes time to learn these things, and I definitely make these mistakes all the
Oh,
time.
that
They're
one actually
opting
almost made it. I think they're just gonna play on, which I mean, I guess fair enough.
if they opt for it, it's fine. So with the possession going to the floor, with the disc going to the floor, it will be picked up by Super Buddy. Super Buddy approaching the bubble, trying to find that angle. He will be stopped by Tiny Texan coming through with that stun and snag. So Tiny Texan sending it up, but missing his players will bounce off the upper ramp towards Tube and be picked up by Super Buddy once again.
Yeah, and this one heading to steal Skydiver, trying to walk this one through, although taking a little bit too much time with the disc. Tiny Texan getting that steal on through. Can I just say, you should not feel bad at any point for forgetting to put the disc in the correct spot, as it's something that I question almost every single time there's a reset. Anyway, Steel Skydiver actually getting a couple steals through, and actually Super Buddy taking this one, and a fancy bounce shot behind his back actually to take that one through. A little bit of a confusing situation in the defense there, but Ding getting another 2-pointer and extending the lead now even further for them.
Absolutely. So approaching the 90-second mark, we have this 8-point lead in favor of Ding. So the QB will be Icy Bug, but he's not going to be able to find that pass. Will bounce off the Geo and be retrieved again by Super Buddy. Super Buddy really quick to find these loose possessions, looking for that pass. It's going to be on target, and that shot won't be on target. It will be taken by Tiny Texan as he tries to clear out of the bubble.
Yeah, that one being intercepted by Still Skydiver, who will take this one back through. This pass coming through to Super Buddy, and a great shot as well. So really good play there by Ding, and Slap Baby's just not quite able to get it away yet again. And Ding looking more and more like they're going to take this round one. I mean, it's still possible for Slap Baby obviously to bring this bomb back, and I hope I hope for the sake of content they bring it back for round 3. Because I mean, they really do seem like they do have a chance to in this game, as long as they just up their offense game a little bit here, as Tiny Texan tries to go for this disc, being stunned away though by Super Buddy, and Super Buddy gonna look for a pass here as well.
It seems that communication might be an issue there. Tiny Texan didn't see that stun coming from Super Buddy. Super Buddy really finding these stuns, finding these snags, doing a lot on offense and defense for Ding. So as they approach the second round, Slap Babies has to make the adjustments and try and defang Super Buddy.
Yeah, I mean, he's been pretty on fire this game as he walks this one up, tries to get another one, and actually will walk that 2-pointer in for the bounce shot. Just getting past Chafee's hands there, and Super Buddy getting even more points. I mean, he has 6 since the restart. Don't have the stats up right now, so can't tell you exactly how many he has the entire game, but he's definitely scored the majority.
He's definitely been doing a lot of work. Super Buddy with multiple possessions approaching the bubble with multiple scores. I know that earlier in the first round he pursued a Ding off the crossbar. So looking at these stats, we've got Super Buddy with 10 points, 1 assist, 14 stuns. Swag War coming through with 2 points, 2 assists, 1 save, and 10 stuns. And how's Slap Babies looking, Swift?
I mean, Slap Babies, they've got a decent amount of the possession. They've got 49%, so they certainly have enough of the possession. But you can see there they don't have as many shots taken, or but they do have more saves and steals. and 50-50 on the stuns. So, I mean, really, they do have an opportunity to bring this one back. Obviously, they just have to get it down the other end of the field more often, which is, I mean, it's not an easy thing to do by any stretch of the imagination, especially when Ding seems to have it kind of on lock there. It's been intercepted plenty of times in the mid lane. But the Icy Bug getting the only 2 points so far for Slap Babies, and hopefully they can try and extend that one into round 2.
Absolutely, and these teams are very evenly matched. Super Buddy having a lot of success in that first round, finding a lot of stuns, and I think he was the game changer in that first round. And Swag War was able to find the passes to enable the shots that Super Buddy had, and some great teamwork and bubble offense from Ding. So with another disconnect from Slap Babies, he's joined right back, so we won't have the delay that we had last time, and it looks like neutral joust will be happening anytime soon.
I'm just looking really quick at the scoreboard itself. I think he's having some sort of internet connection issue. He's got 162 ping at the moment. Don't know if that's fluctuating or not. But of course, with the new VRML rules on ping, he will have to get that sorted out, or there could be a bit of a dispute here. But everything seems to be going on fine, and I mean, I haven't noticed anything too shady on the ping end of things anyway so far. But winning out the joust is going to be Slap Babies, and a good stun actually from Ding will deny any passes being made, and that's a great interception as well from Super Buddy, the star of Ding so far. And Super Buddy able to get that clear, but going to be intercepted by Shafi, who's going to try and progress this one up the field, although missing that pass, and some more stuns being brought out by Ding to deny those passes. Really great work by Ding here to deny any sort of pass or opportunity here for Slap Babies, and taking some by themselves as well, and Maving receiving that pass from Swagwar and getting that shot from behind.
Shafi not able to make that stop behind goal. I think he needs to commit to these saves and goal. Whether you don't know if it's coming through at the angle, you need to commit to it. And one of those times you'll find success, you'll find a save. So to take it will be the Icy Bug of Slap Babies. Trying to find that pass through tube will bounce off the Geo. Able to get that stun on that forward player from Ding, so they will retrieve it. Tiny Texan looking for that clear. They need to pull their goalie out of goal, and they need to find success on offense.
And this one bouncing around the half of Ding, just going on the sky there. That clear actually being missed, so an opportunity here for Slap Babies, but no one getting their hands on the disc. And I'd like here actually was gonna say I'd like for them to play someone back. Actually didn't see that Shafi was actually back for the interception, so too quick on my words there as Icy Bug gets that stun away, and Slap Babies need to get something done here on offense. This pass not quite coming through, and another stack from Ding. Very well played there to get this interception back. And it's just going to be another game of ping pong, and actually going to be stunned and taken back by Tiny Texan, passing to the Icy Bug, and a good pass here to Ice Flow, who's going to try and find some time, but no, Maving denying it and getting that clear.
They've got a lot of ice on this team. Icy Flow, Icy Bug. So as they retrieve it off the floor, Tiny Texan will lose it. Have his chance for possession. That challenging player from Ding able to get the pass through to tube, though. They have this advantage going towards the bubble. They just need to retrieve the disc, find their pass. They will lose it to Swagwar stun and clear through mid.
And I mean, they have a lot of ice in their team. I wonder if they've got ice on their hands, because it seems to be slipping past them quite a lot. And Super Buddy actually losing that disc twice for Ding, and Icy Bug here trying to take this one through, getting that pass solid to Tiny Texan. And they try and find some time here on offense, but a great interception and great positioning by Maving will deny that one. And Steel Skydiver, that is a tongue twister, will try and do something here. Actually gets one pass through, and the 2-point shot is made. after doing some joystick magic there by Swagwar, and you will get that 7-meter shot and extend their lead to 4.
This strategy on defense, I don't like to be the one that calls it out, but they must alternate their defense, find some way to bring Shafee up and down, play in transition because they're lacking this player down court. They're lacking that extra pass opportunity. They're depriving themselves of it, and it makes things more difficult for any offense.
Absolutely, and it makes it very hard to get any stacks together, because usually, you know, you have those two stacks. You have your defensive and offensive stack, and it's hard to do that if you've got your goalie stuck in goal. You end up with 3-man stacks, which are very easy to stop if you compare them to two-man stacks. And Swagwar is actually just going to get a clear shot to the goal. Pretty much was almost 100% shot chance. I mean, very difficult one to save, but Ding with another ding, and Amazing will with that pass. But actually, a great interception by Icy Bug. Tries to get some passes on through. That one will make it. And the clear not quite there though, and yet again it's going to be another possession change, and it's going to be back to Ding. Oh wait, no, it's going to be grabbed really quickly and slapped away there. But can they recover the disc on the other side? No, they can't. That's what they're really struggling to do here. And I mean, you see that again. The goalie's still back, so that's what they're really struggling with right now. Oh!
And Shafee would leave the goal with that stun. Just very difficult moves, and Swagwar with the difficult shot. So they're caught out of position. They'll find that 3-pointer.
Yeah, and maybe the goalie of Slap Baby's not quite expecting that one. It was a very fast shot, and maybe expecting his teammate to grab that one, but not quite getting the hands on it. And it's going to be yet another possession change to Ding. Slap Baby's not getting anything done there, and it's going to be another pass here, and they're going to try and progress this one up the field, trying to stop these passes, although a little bit out of position here. And this one actually flying past the hands, so this is where they really have to take advantage of this when they can. I mean, Ding, they aren't making an awful lot of mistakes, but there you go, they are taking advantage of it now. They've got to take those opportunities that they're getting. When Ding makes a mistake, they've got to try and get that disc and as fast as they physically can. And I mean, the easiest way to do that is to try and get their stacks together, and ultimately communicate better as this one goes through.
Absolutely, and with time they'll find these elements that they need to improve and they'll have success with, but they need to pull the goalie out. Just simple as that. They need to pull their goalie out. And with that shot there, it will go over the goal, and they'll get that pass to Super Buddy from the cube, from goalie, and to Swagwar. And you see how they methodically play it down the court, but they'll lose possession off the wall to Tiny Texan. But another pass will come through. It won't be on target. It's another scramble for possession at ceiling.
Yeah, and this one going through. Finally seeing some stacks get together by Slap Babies, but not quite able to get that one accurate enough, and they're going to fly straight past the disc, and this one is going to go through, and another clear, and they've received the disc on the other end, which is, I mean, the difference between these two teams right now, which is why Ding are ahead so far. Ding are much more often coming out with the disc on the other side when they clear it. I mean, Slap Babies, they're not only having trouble clearing it in the first place, but after that, they're struggling to get their stack down there first before Slap Babies get their defense through. And this one actually being an unexpected pass down to the swag wall. Could have taken the shot there, but to store up the defense a little bit more, another pass to Swagwar, and brilliant play there by Amazing. And Swagwar to extend that lead to 9 now to Ding, and it's looking less and less likely that Slap Babies are able to get anything done on the offense.
With less than 2 minutes on the clock, time is running out for Slap Babies. Slap Babies just needs to get their passes. They need to get their positioning down court. They need a boost down court. And they just haven't been able to do that to get the pass off the wall. Tiny Texan will lose it to Super Buddy. So Super Buddy of Ding having a lot of success in this matchup today. Getting a lot of points, getting a lot of steals, doing everything on offense and defense. Assisted by Swagwar and all of his other teammates that are also doing a great job. But you just see this this disparity between the boosting and the teamwork on Slap Babies and Ding is just much more composed, and Slap Baby's trying to get towards that bubble, but maybe a miscommunication as the stun will come through, but they have this, and they'll take this shot, it'll be off target, will bounce out of bubble, it'll be slapped through by Swagwar.
Yeah, and Slap Baby's just pushing directly into the enemies there. They really had no passes up on the on inside of the bubble, so they really should have waited. They had plenty of time to walk that one through and take a little bit more time on the offense, get their passes sorted out, make sure they have some before they just push into two enemies into the bubble. And then as a result, it's just going to be cleared back again. It's going to be Ding receiving it in the Slap Baby's half, and actually a missed shot there will actually go all the way back, but it's going to be Steel Skydiver receiving this one yet again, hitting it off of the shield, and actually going to receive this one back again. So great read there, and Maving going for another 2-point shot, unfortunately bouncing off Shafy's head and making that 11-point lead, and 20 seconds left. It's completely impossible. Ding will take round 2 and the game victory.
That pass up to the upper block was very well done. Very accurate passes from Ding. Ding is doing very well on their offense because they can place the passes where they need to be. They don't pull themselves out of position, and they just know what they're doing on this offense because they just seem to be communicating well. Now, you know, it's very difficult with the pressures and rigors of competitive play, but one tip that I always give is communication is key, and it will lead your team to success, and it certainly has showed with Ding.
Yeah, I mean, they had some really nice plays of that match, and certainly the entire way through, their stacks were pretty on point. You could tell their communication and their team, you know, coordination was already really, really good. I mean, they're going to be an absolutely great team, and I'm hoping that they stick together for the remainder of the season, which I'm assuming they will.
All
with
these
victories like that.
all these teams can achieve greatness. It just takes time and effort and a lot of both. But looking at these scores, looking at these stats, we've got Super Buddy coming through with 10 points, and Avaving getting 2 points, 1 assist, another assist to Steel Skydiver, 27 stuns to Super Buddy, and 30 stuns to Swagwar. So incredible defense and offense from this Ding team. And tell me about Slap Babies.
I mean, not much done there on the offensive end in the second round. They unfortunately didn't find any points, but I mean, they did get plenty of possession turnovers through stuns. So we see Icy Bug with 38 there, and although they had, again, after the second round, exactly 50% of the stuns, they still they definitely used them very well to try and get the turnover. So leading them for that is the Icy Bug with 38, Tiny Texan with 19, Ice Flow also with 19, and Shafy with 5. And speaking of Shafy getting a save as well, Ice Flow getting 5 saves actually, and Tiny Texan with 2. So they did a great job on the defensive end. For some of the plays, they just got to convert that, and I mean, I feel like transition play is probably one of the most difficult things to get used to, and it's something you have to do very quickly in competitive play like this, and something difficult to get used to, but I'm sure over the coming weeks they'll definitely improve on that, and of course hopefully beat Ding in the future.
I definitely look forward to that, and I think we have a matchup after this one. Do we, Swift?
I mean, I'm down.
Not scheduled, so I'm actually incorrect about that, and I apologize. So with that being said, that will end this stream on VRML Channel 2. I've been SputnikKobra. I've been joined by Swift, you heard him there, and SirDimwi on camera. We thank you, and you have a great day.